MIBG teaches kids how to write, act, dance, step, and much more.
MIBG taught me how to correct my character and show a whole different side of myself that I never knew existed.
MIBG taught me how to think outside the box even when there is no box to begin with.
MIBG also taught me how to stay focused on one thing at a time, even when there's 1,000 other things I could be focused on.
And last but not least, MIBG taught me that I should not be embarrassed to show the goofy side of me in front of other people.
We are never scared to be left with the MIBG group
because we know we are welcome and we know we have each other's backs.
We also have recess, and what kid doesn't love that? MIBG is like our second home.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to say thank you. That's all I'm going to say, because people say I talk too much. So I'm just going to say thank you. I really, really appreciate being here. I appreciate AQE for providing us with this opportunity. And now I'm going to turn it over to the young people and allow them to do what it is they came here to do. All right? All right.
Lift every voice and sing till earth in heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
I forgive you, America. I forgive the founding fathers of slavery and their counterparts. Those who still perpetuate bigotry and prejudice today. And I forgive you not because you've begged my pardon and turned from your selfish ways. And not because you've recalculated the time and energy we've invested into this great nation and rendered to us our praise. And not because you've opted to play fair and rendered to us our fair share. I forgive you because I need to be free. I've become a slave to anger, resentments, and frustration. And the pain, oh God, the pain is causing me to try to hurt you, my sister, and you to try to hurt me. I need to say, so what we didn't get our 40 acres and our mules? We got 40-hour jobs, and the grandchildren and great-grandchildren of former slaves got the right to go to school. Education, education, a good education equals opportunity and capital. Benjamins, money makes the rules.
Loud as the rolling.
I gotta tell y'all something. Because y'all don't understand. Y'all think this is a game. But let me clear up a mystery that's been well hid. You can destroy an entire race if you miseducate the kids. They make capitalism the law of the nation. And you'll get a bunch of minimum wage slaves on a modern day plantation.
Let me give you an example. There once was a pretty good student who sat in a pretty good class and was taught by a pretty good teacher who always let pretty good pass. Now, he wasn't terrific at reading. He wasn't a whiz-bang at math. But for him, education was leading straight down a pretty good path.
He didn't find school too exciting, but he wanted to do pretty well. And he did have some trouble with writing since nobody taught him to spell. And when doing arithmetic problems, pretty good was regarded as fine. 5 plus 5 needn't always equal 10. A pretty good answer was 9.
You see, the pretty good class that he sat in was part of a pretty good school. The student was not an exception. On the contrary, he was the rule. The pretty good school that he went to was there in a pretty good town. And nobody there seemed to notice he could not tell a verb from a noun.
The pretty good student, in fact, was part of a pretty good mob. And the first time he knew what he lacked was when he looked for a pretty good job. It was then he saw a position. He discovered that life could be tough. And he soon had a sneaky suspicion pretty good might not be good enough.
The pretty good town in our story was part of a pretty good state, which had pretty good aspirations, and prayed for a pretty good fate.
There once was a pretty good nation,
pretty proud of the greatness it had, which learned much too late. If you want to be great, pretty good is in fact pretty bad.